Hi everybody. You have Gerone Wright here and you're on my Geronification channel. um, we're back in space again, and I was going to be going there anyway because I have some new interesting discoveries in space on some of my other materials that I have. But I pulled this image from my new Jordanian friend's Facebook page, who I just met through my other website on alien UFOs, and I was looking at this image here. It looks actually like a solar eclipse of the sun there, and that's what some type of eclipse. I don't know what it is, but it seems to be the sun. I don't know if I'm sure or not, but if not, I'll stand corrected. I can admit when I'm wrong. However, it is in space and it's an image, and it also has identifying marks, I would imagine, as you can see there. Okay, as being an image, I guess, from space there, if any of you recognize that. But it's anyway, I took this image from my friend's Facebook page, and as I was sitting there, I'm writing on her post and all, I seen it. You know, it's my position that all of space is behaving like that of a person, of a living being, um, with a kidney stone infection, and this is the behavior that I found that to be with space, based on my paranormal experience and encounter, which led me to this belief. And having and taking that position and adopting that idea, I have made some wonderful discoveries, not just within space, but with multi-dimensional presences that I later led me to discover that in each and every famous Renaissance artist painting, that these same images do appear, but not to this extent. And it's just a never-ending story that just keeps continuing and continuing and continuing. So this is the reason why I have 105 plus videos here on YouTube on my Geronification channel, and I have so many entries on my alien UFOs dreams and experiences site. I am an alien, and so are you. It's just absolutely amazing where this thing has actually taken me, and it's going to be much more to come. Now, in this eclipse, let me go on. First of all, this eclipse, in my position, creates an X-ray like image, meaning like that of an X-ray you would expect to find of a child in a pregnant woman's stomach. I forget what they call those images. I had it on the tip of my tongue there, but since I've been rambling on here, I actually forget what it's actually called at this point, and maybe it'll come back to me. But anyway, it's an X-ray image, and I believe that these celestial objects in space, the sun, our planet, other planets, are actually eggs that are carrying life forms that are growing. Okay, and based on a scenario where there's like a bacterial infestation, and there's containments, and what's happening in these containments is that eggs are being created, and it's my position that in these eggs there are life, and this actually creates the perfect scenario for that of which I'm describing. This like eclipse, like here, with the way this picture was taken, it shows you life forms, multi-dimensional life forms that is in this celestial body, which I'm stating is like that of an egg, and it's showing you multi-dimensional images inside. Here, I'm at the forehead of a woman. There's her eye, there's her nose, there's her mouth, and here's her chin. Okay? The same creature that I'm discovering to be all over this witch-like woman, whom I dub as the mother of creation and the creator of all, is the same woman that I actually find in just about practically every discovery that I have. Over here you have the ape-like image. I'm at the mouth, the bottom lip, the chin, the jawline, the nostril area, the nose, the eye area, the cranial area here. And then these images go multidimensional. Now look, if you cover her face up, let's go half of her surface. Let's take all of this here off. Then I'm at the forehead of another being, the eye, the jawline, and the mouth. Facing these images are multidimensional in every direction. And I can continue to keep going on and on. Look at the faces, how they morph. If you were to cover, let me cover part of the woman up here. Where we at with her? Oh, we're on the wrong side. If you were to cover that up, you'll see another face, half face, like right there in her face. But if you come out whole, you see, look at it. And these faces morph across each other. There's the other creature there. And the entire image creates this celestial body of like an egg-like scenario that you're able to look through and see these life forms. Now, I have done this with nebulae mass and nebulae matter in space and all. I mean, in the Orion Nebula, the Gerone Triangular Nebula, the Carina Nebula, Paranormal Nebula, the Eagle Nebula, you know what I mean? The Crab Nebula. These nebulas, where there are supposed to be stars being created, I find to be a different scenario of that of being life forms being created. Let me show you some of the things of which I can see here, because actually seeing is believing. Now, in its smallest form, I'm going to give you a couple scenarios of what I can see here. Now, you can see the face. Obviously, you can see these faces right there. There's no denying that. But look at when it's actually brought in, and I can show you. Oh, am I too far away? I'm probably too far away. I'm going to have to bring this. I'm going to bring this in some. Hold on, people. Let me bring this in so you can actually realize this with me. I have to bring this up. And my position, look at that, people. Look at the face as that. I'm gonna look at that. I mean, there's symmetric. There's symmetrical form, and in these. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Horn-like being. Look at it. Let me show you. I'm gonna bring this to reality in a minute. There. I forgot what they call that test that pregnant women get to ultrasound. An ultrasound. This is like an ultrasound of a woman's belly, and you can see what is inside of her belly. And this is what this what you call them, like presence here. This eclipse like presence of the sun. Look at this, people. These faces are on a large to small scale, and there's many of them. Look at this. I want to show you something. Let me see if I can come in closer without messing this up. Now look, check this out. Look at this. Look at the definition. It shows like there's. I'm gonna go into another where it shows like their cranials and all. Now check this out. Look at the nostril area and look at this like this helmet, this skull-like helmet with the horn. Look at the eye. Look at the features around the jawline. Look at this around the mouth, coming up around the lip, and then even in the chin area, like the skull-like chin, there's holes there and defining features. Look how you would expect the jawline to be. I mean, like a skull-like creature. Now check it out. Now then there's another creature here. This is one of the other creatures in the middle I don't have there. But look, you can even realize there's teeth there, people. I'm going to bring in the original image so you can see those. Where's the original image? I want you to, where I didn't even touch. I might have to back it off some. But there's the teeth are right there that I'm showing you. Right there in this face. There's a face in the middle that I didn't even mention at first. These morphing dimensional existences are in egg-like form. And it's showing you, here you go right here. Look at this, people. Look at the defining features, how these beings are morphing each other. Now, I have another being here with this a skull, like with a shell, a skull on its head, facing in towards this being. There's his nose, there's his eyes, there's his mouth, there's his chin, facing this being, but if you take it, this being right here, and look at it in totality, there's an eye socket of another being that's actually facing out that I showed you in the first place. Right here, it creates an entire being. So it lets you see the multi-dimensional presences of these beings and their likenesses of their evolution, and and what is being carried in this celestial egg, what is being contained in this celestial egg, this celestial body, and the life forms that are contained therein. Now, check this out. It can be realized in multiple different ways. I'm going to take you and show you these two beings, this one here and this one here, in their state to where, and when you come in closer, in close resolution, you can actually see skulls and their defining features of their skulls. Like if you can see actual like bone structure, that's how in depth and defined it actually becomes, that where you can realize them. And it's almost like a reptilian-like state, but you're actually seeing the fractures in their skulls and everything there. Look at this, people. This is I want to say like dinosaur / like ape-like creature there. Oh no, on this side over there, on this side right here. Oh gosh, there's this eye coming around this cranial, nose-like area. Look at the lips coming into the mouth, the bottom lip, and then down in the chin area, down in here. And then when you come over to the woman-like image right here, around her nose, around her cranial, there's horns and everything else to be realized. I left the horn off here, but her eye and at her mouth. Look how these images come in, and I'm going to go to the original again. And look now, people, look at these defining features around now this here one has been untouched by me, but look around the mouth where you begin to see the lizard-like presence of how their mouths is like reptilian, like snake. Look, even on the ape. Remember I told you that we had a reptilian ape in our ancestry? Look at the mouth of this creature. All through this here are multi-dimensional presences of these, from the largest to the smallest. This is the largest, that's the largest, up in the middle, and over here. But they go down to their smallest state to their largest state. And people, when I tell you that this is overwhelming, this is truly amazing. Now, there is something out there I think they call pareidolia, where you see things and all of this and all of that. But people, this is beyond the realm of that and everything else. This stuff is here. This is a picture in space of an object, a sun. What in the world is this doing here? Why are you able to see these images? You know why? Because the scenario fits perfect to that of which I've discovered, of us being in a larger celestial body, and specifically in an area, in a scenario of that of a kidney stone, or in the scenario where a person has a kidney stone infection, where there's a filtration process going on, and that filtration process, I'm saying, is occurring in an area of the Glumerous, where there's a membrane. And this scenario would be permitted then to actually occur and actually happen, because there's a filtration process where things are being filtered, salts, waters, you know what I mean, urine, all of these things, toxins in our body are being separated, just as it is occurring here in this scenario in our world right now as we speak. And I point out how we have separations of bodies of water, where you have salt waters, and then you have regular drinking water, and then you have these salt mines. These salt mines where stuff is being contained, where fossil fuels are being contained. These different levels of elements that are being contained to certain elements being sequestered in our world. And the same thing with space, being sequestered in certain locations, just as you would expect that to be occurring in a scenario of kidney stones, where you have different types of kidney stones. It's the same thing in space. You know what I mean? And then I told you about the millions and millions of capillaries that are in this scenario in the kidneys. And then we have millions and millions of universes and galaxies. I mean, people, I mean, the comparison is undeniable. And then I can take and show you stuff like this here that is there. And this is not just no random selection of faces, people. You have, where these presences are, there are multi-dimensional existences where you have faces morphing one another, and then they take on different presences and different likenesses of their evolution. You know what I mean? They go from largest to smallest, and they are always appearing morphing each other in a way. Look at that, people. Look at how this face turns in going that direction. However, it actually isn't actually the face of a monkey or an ape-like creature. And that would be the eye, the cranium up here, and that would become the snout and the mouth facing out that way, and here's the nose area. But however, if you realize this creature turned back in facing this way, it's an entire different creature with a skull cap on, like a helmet, a skull helmet on, facing in. You have all of these different scenarios. I mean, if it was just one image, I would question it. But people, you have existences, and I can break this down. I mean, you have what? 1, 2, 3, 4 existences right there. And then it changes to their reptilian-like state, where you can actually see skulls with them, like in a transparent way, in an X-ray image-like way. Definition like this, people. Look at this. Teeth, mouths, teeth, mouth, noses, horns, eyes. Well, eye sockets. I put the eyes in so you will, but the eye sockets are present at the where. That's another thing that we have to realize with this, is because you have eye sockets where eye sockets are supposed to be at. You have eyes. You have nostril where noses are supposed to be at, but not just in this case. Look at this. Like if you want to say that this is a dinosaur, an ape-like creature, where its nostrils supposed to be at, it creates that. It dubs as an eye for another creature being facing in, shown morphing this creature right here. So, people, it's like these body parts, the anatomy of their bodies, are utilized to create other likenesses of beings that they are shown to be in evolutionary capacity with. Other beings can be realized. Look at the jaw lines. Just as, look how this jaw line morphs this jaw line, going in the opposite direction, and look at how the mouths are in unison with one another. Look at this, people. I mean, this is not nothing that, I'm not no artist. I can't do this. But yet I have become an artist doing these images because they are there. All I have to do is just put my pencil on the page and highlight exactly what I see and as I see it. And this is what we have. And this is what I'm accusing how Renaissance artists became so great. These Renaissance artists had the ability to make these unique paintings, these multidimensional images with these underlining encrypted messages because of this right here. They just took and put a painting over top of it that in likenesses of stuff that we were used to and accustomed to seeing. But they knew the secret to this stuff. And this is why their paintings were so unique. And I can go in and remove the veil off their paintings and show you this stuff. That is all throughout everywhere. In our world, out of our world, beyond our world, and all through space. And through seeing this, through each layer of our solar system, I can show you an evolutionary trail of creatures that not only did we evolve from, but I can show you a direction from which they evolved from which their ancestors evolved from, based on everything that I'm seeing here. Look at this, people. And through my multi-dimensional sense of awareness, through my and vision, through my genuine paranormal experience and encounter, these eggs that are in space, this egg that we live on, they called Earth, these life forms, I know where they came from, what direction they're going, where they can go, where we can go, what we can do in space, what we can't do in space. People, all of this stuff is being revealed to you right here on my Geronification channel. This stuff that we are fascinated with is right here before you. Look at this, people. Look at this. And what is amazing about this is that this stuff here, these faces like this, these skulls and stuff, and what you see here are the very likenesses of stuff that you can tune in today on your TV and be drawn to it and say, what in the world inspired a director or a producer or an artist in artwork to make these things? Look at the point on this thing's head right here. To make these things. People, there are existences, multidimensional existences, that can make themselves present, not just here in our world, but beyond our world. And look at this planet. I mean, this planet is what, 20, 30, maybe 40, 50 times, 100 times larger than our planet? And look at this, people. And I have done the same thing in celestial masses in space. In fact, I'm just going to pull this up right quick because I'm going to be making a video on, this is in the Carina Nebula Paranormal. Look at this. I'm going to be making another. I made one video, I'll make another. This is a celestial body. You know, this is at the bosom of a woman. The cloud matter creates her bosom area, her breast area, and the cloud matter actually creates an evening gown that she has on. You see now coming down around her waist. This is look at this celestial snake coming out of the area by her neckline. This is her neckline. Then you have another celestial creature here. You know what I mean? Then on right here at where her mouth is, her chin, her eye, you see another celestial creatures shown emerging from her eye area, and then you have a demonic-like creature right next to her, with the horns coming out. People, look at this in a celestial mass, and this is Mystic Mountain in the Carina Nebula Paranormal. And people, this is not nothing. I'm going to make another video because if you spin this around, I mean, it just becomes, it's a hand in there that she's at the tip of the finger of the hand. People, it's just, there's fingernails. I mean, people, it just goes on and on and on. But I'm going to make a video about that. And this is in space. Now, this is her forehead right here. That would be a would-be eye. There's a nose. And this star creates an earring for where her would-be ear would be at. These images that you see in Barbie and Gem, where she grabs her earring and turns it and that stuff like that there, these things with Disney, all of this stuff, people, is associated with these celestial bodies and these celestial existences that are in space. And this is what I'm trying to tell you. You know, all of this stuff that we take for granted and thinking that, oh, this was a creative artist that actually made this stuff. Look at this, people. And look as you back away from it. Look at this. Look at that. What in the world am I seeing there? I done seen a whole different image there. Wow, this is a truly amazing. I see something else, people. I stopped for a minute and got quiet because when I stopped to look at this image here, it showed me something else in this image. Look at this. When I brought this image in, I seen something else, and let me show you what I see right quick. I seen a whole nother image And I'm going to show you what I see right quick. Look at this. That woman's skull that is here, looking this way. There's the mouth. Look at this, people. Watch what I can do before your eyes. There's the mouth, there's the nose, there's the eye, and it's looking at you, and there's the horn. Now, check this out, people. That's looking, hold on. That's looking this way out. That skull is looking this way out. Now I'm going to reverse it. Reverse the image. Take this out. Here's the hair. Right there, that's hair. Coming around the neckline. There's the chin. There's the mouth. There's the nose. Right there. There's the nose. There's the bridge of the nose. Coming up, there's a forehead. And that eye, right there, of the skull-like creature that's going the other way, faced in this way. Face in, there's a whole nother face of a woman, and there's a horn coming out of her temple, which is the same horn that actually creates coming out of the nose on this skull-like figure right here. There's two people, there's two images in there. Can you see that? Look at that. Just based on me bringing this other image down, it's the same as this, where this horn-like object is shown popped out of the temple here. When I seen this demonic figure there, and look, the two horns, the nose, the mouth, okay, when I seen this, immediately when I lift this up, I seen the woman there, which I'm actually going to draw. In fact, I could possibly draw it for you right, well, you can actually see it. But look, there's a skull going this way. There's the entire skull. There's the jawline of the skull, there's the chin of the skull, there's the eye of the skull, there's the nose, and then there's a horn coming out of the bridge of the nose, and this is the forehead, and then you have an eye looking at you. This is a hole in the jawline where you would expect for the hole to be at right there, but it also dubs as a mouth and a chin area for the physical sense of a woman looking this way. And there's the eye, the same eye created. You have two likenesses. You have the woman in her skull-like presence and then her flesh-like presence right there. And the same horn that is created on the bridge of the nose is now coming out of the temple area of the woman that is actually looking that way. Look at that, people. And all of it is consistent with everything that I am finding. These multi-dimensional images and presences. Look at that. Truly amazing. Truly amazing. And there's more to be realized in this image than just that. With our son. Look. Look at this, people. Look at these images. Top lip, bottom lip, reptilian-like creature. This whole image, this eclipse of our sun creates that image, that X-rayed image of life forms that are contained in an egg. It's like you getting, like I told you, an X-rayed vision of life forms that are inside of this world, or this planet, this celestial egg, which we call our sun. Look at that. You can realize the horn there, coming off a half a horn on the top of the head. There's another horn there. Look at the eye looking at you. There's even a white of it, and then the pupil would be right there, and this is the eye socket. And it's teardrop shaped, laid off to the side. Look at this, people. Look at the mouth. All the definitions are there. Look at this. And then over here. Seeing is believing. And then when you Google this image, or if you take a look at it, these teeth here in this mouth are so compelling. Look at this. Where's the original image at? Look at the teeth. I'm gonna come in closer. I don't want to come in too close. Look at the teeth in the mouth. And back away till you can see it actually there. I'll come away some. Look at the teeth in the mouth. The separation of the teeth. There's one. There's one. There's one. There's one. There's one. Look at the teeth in this open mouth right here. These creatures' presences. Look at this. Coming back in. Look at the teeth as I've highlighted them for you to see. See that? This is what this is all about, people. This is what our presence, this is what our existence is all about. There are some people that understand this in the world, but I don't think they understand it to the full sense. And it's in the guise of religion in our world, and they're aware of these multidimensional existences. But I'm 100% sure that they are not understanding up to the full extent as what is going on, because you don't have people doing what I'm doing with this, people. I can take you anywhere in existence, not just in our world, but beyond our world, in our solar system, out of our solar system, anywhere in our solar system. I can do this all through space. In darkness, people, I can see this. If I close my eyes, I can see our ancestors. Through my paranormal experience and encounter, I can see all that is in existence. Not just our ancestors, but their ancestors. And then their ancestors. And then if you say, well, Jerome, that seems to be a little bit more impossible for me to believe and realize, that we evolved through all of this stuff. Before there was us, there was this stuff here. So if we are a part of all of this, which we are, then wouldn't it be only logical that all of the information is contained therein, what was going on, all of creation, then wouldn't that be in us? For many, it would be a forgotten part because of everything that the laws of physics, and through the tainting and the block of your mind of what other people want you to believe through third parties, and your fear of that, of everything that is around you. Wouldn't that block you from seeing the truth and seeing this or here, what I'm showing you? Look at this, people. Wouldn't that block all of everything that you would actually know or realize which is around you? Because to you, this is not real. This is not reality. When in every sense of the word, this is reality. They just didn't want you to see it. And they devised ways to block you from seeing it. This is an egg. You're looking through an X-rayed vision of an egg. And I'm showing you the life that's inside of an egg. Look at this. Look at these faces. In different ways, you can look at these faces in multi-dimensional senses. You can cut this chin off here and make it look at this. Look at these faces, people. What is there not to believe about this? These celestial eggs. Things that you were seeing and thought you seen have always been there. But they have doped you not to believe it because they said that something was wrong with you. Paradula, they even made special words for it and all. Are you seeing rabbits in the clouds? Are you seeing this and you're seeing, making fun of you when in reality you're seeing the truth? Things looking right back at you, larger than life. This sun is, I told you, is unbelievable. I can show you masses that are like 1.7 million light years in diameter and width and length, and our planet inside of these things will be like a speck on the floor. And I can show you this same thing in larger than life forms, things you couldn't even believe that span across our solar system. People, you need to wake up. I'm gonna leave out of this video because I'm getting all hyped up and anxiety and all that. It's just amazing the way you can see these figures looking back at you. Most of you would equate this with being a devil, because it's got a horn going out there, bent off on his right side, and a horn bent off over here, coming off on this left side, and this eye looking at you in this mouth. You would equate that with being a devil. First thing, oh, that's the demon. Because you know what? That's the nonsense that they done put in your head. That's the foolishness that's in your head to make you afraid of this stuff. If this is demonic, if this is a demon, then where is God in all of this? These beings are the cause for our existence and our evolution. We evolved through these likenesses and these beings. And that's why you can see them in all of these images of our world. And I can explain to you exactly how we evolved through these creatures and these likenesses, and at what form, and how we were genetically bridged and manipulated, because you know why? We were altered through a knowledge, a higher knowledge that is actually precise and has been going on for a long, long, long time, people. For a long, long, long time. Everything that is happening with us is by design. I'm going to let this image go and all. I'm getting all hyped up here. I'm going to let this go. My name is Gerone Wright. You're watching my Geronification channel. And I want to thank my Jordanian friend for actually, again, this is another discovery that I actually made through my Jordanian friend that actually had this posted on her Facebook page. I'm not going to mention her name to protect her because, I mean, she's a good people. I don't know if, I don't have her permission to do that. So, but anyway, I took this image off of her site, off of her page, and she has it posted. Okay, and there it is there. If she acknowledges the fact that I did, then fine, and so be it. But people, everything that we realize is to be that of true and correct is not. I'm taking this thing to the next level. Everything that is going on in our world is moving towards something that is beyond belief, but can be controlled to a certain extent. There's knowledge that I have that can save a lot of people in the medical field, and so much of things that are happening with the elements of our world. There's great advice I can offer on reversing a lot of it to extend our lifetime here on this planet. People, everything that is going on and happening, I am a part of, and the more and more that I actually bring myself to understanding all of this, people, I understand everything that is happening with us. You know, I'm just like you. In every sense of the word. It's just that I realize something about us that most people do not understand, is that the answers to everything is within you. It is within us. It is within me. I have journeyed into myself, and through myself there's a doorway that I've discovered, and that doorway leads to many other doorways through multi-dimensions, to where you can go and through your body here, living in our world, and go out to journey to places that are beyond our world. The doorway is within us, people. It's in your minds. It's in your ability to connect to all that is around you. And once you make that connection within you, mentally, you can journey anywhere in all of the existence, to all limits of space, through all limits beyond, or anywhere that you want to go, you can journey. Yeah, and there's understanding there. My name is Gerone Wright. You're watching my Geronification channel. I'm also on Alien UFOs, Dreams and Experiences, and the title there is I Am an Alien and So Are You. Alright, with that note, I'm going to back out. Thank you for watching my channel, and as always, I request that you spread this information any way that you can, and by all means necessary.